Don't wait for life to change. Change your life. Not next year. Not next month. Start now. Let me ask you a simple question. What could your life look like just 30 days from now if you got serious? Not 30 months. Not 30 years. Just 30 focused days. 30 days of intentional living. 30 days of daily discipline. 30 days of no excuses. Only action. You'd be amazed what can happen. Not just in your finances. Not just in your body. But in your mind, your attitude, your future. See, most people don't need more time. They need more urgency. They don't need more information. They need more commitment. Because here's the truth. Success is predictable. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. And if you can give me 30 days, just 30 days of your best effort, you can start a transformation so powerful, you may not even recognize yourself in the mirror when it's over. So let's begin. You know, people underestimate how much they can do in 30 days, but they overestimate what they'll do someday. Someday is a lie. It's a story we tell ourselves to feel better about not doing what we know we should. But 30 days, that's real. That's close. That's manageable. It's measurable. Here's the philosophy. Don't start the year until you've finished a month. Don't finish a month until you've conquered a day. See, the big picture only changes when the small pieces are mastered. We are not what we wish. We are not what we intend. We are what we do daily. Your current life, it's the sum of your past 30 days. Not by accident, but by routine. So if you want to change your life, you got to change your habits. And you don't need a lifetime to change your habits. You need a window. A focused, committed, 30-day window. Here's what 30 days gives you. A start point, a finish line, a sense of urgency, enough time to see results. Not so much time that you delay action. It's a sprint inside a marathon. It's the first domino. And once that domino falls, the rest starts moving. You don't need to work 12 hours a day for a year, but you do need to be consistent for 30 days. Every day. No breaks. No. I'll start again tomorrow. Because here's the truth. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And discipline doesn't have to be forever. Start with 30 days. Master that. Then build from there. Most people quit in the first week. But if you can just hold on push through those first 7 days, you'll experience something most people never do. The power of your own potential. Let me give you something practical. You don't need a complicated system. You need a simple plan. Ask yourself, 1, what do I want to change in 30 days? 2, what small action can I take every day toward that goal? 3, what will I stop doing that holds me back? 4, who will I tell to hold me accountable? That's it. Clarity, consistency, accountability. Success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. That's the formula. And it starts today. Now, let's talk about the real secret. Your mind. You've got to tell your mind. This time, we finish. This time, we don't negotiate. This time, we build trust with ourselves. Because most people don't lack talent. They lack follow-through. They don't believe in themselves because they've broken too many promises. But what if for just 30 days you kept your word? Woke up when you said you would. Worked out when you said you would. Studied, worked, called, created, planned when you said you would. What if for 30 days you trusted yourself again? That's what transformation feels like. So here's my challenge to you. Start today, not next week, not when the timing's right. Today, write it down. For the next 30 days, I will follow through. Pick one area of your life. Commit. No breaks. No excuses. No turning back. And watch what happens. Because if you can conquer 30 days, you can conquer anything. Let's begin with this truth. A goal without a plan is just a wish. And a wish doesn't change your life. A goal does. Goals, there's no telling what you can do when you get inspired by them. There's no telling what you can do when you believe in them. And there's no telling what will happen when you act upon them. If you want to transform your life in 30 days, you must know exactly where you're going. You must have a clear destination. Because without a destination, you wander. You drift. You get distracted. And eventually you lose momentum. Setting clear, meaningful goals is like drawing a roadmap for your journey. It's the compass that keeps you on track when the path gets difficult. Now, let me ask you, what are you aiming for? Is it clear in your mind? Is it written down? Have you taken time to visualize it? Because here's the secret. What you clearly see in your mind, you can achieve in your life. Goals must be more than vague hopes or passing desires. They must be specific, measurable, and time-bound. That's why I always say, write your goals down. Review them daily. Visualize them clearly. Imagine it like this. If you were going on a journey to a new city, would you leave without a map or directions? Number. You'd prepare. You'd plan. You'd know the route. Your goals are your life's map. If you don't have a map, you're just wandering in circles. How to set meaningful goals. 1. Be specific. Don't say, I want more money. Say, I want to earn $5,000 a month within 6 months. 2. Make it measurable. You must be able to track your progress. Numbers and deadlines give you clarity and focus. 3. Set realistic but challenging goals. Your goals should stretch you, not break you. They should inspire you to grow. 4. Write them down. The act of writing makes goals real. It commits your mind and heart. 5. Review daily. Look at your goals every morning and night. Let them guide your decisions and actions. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. When you wake up each day knowing your goals, your actions become deliberate. Your energy becomes focused. You don't waste time on distractions. You say no to things that don't move you forward. Goals give your life direction. They turn dreams into plans, and plans into results. Without goals, you'll always feel like something is missing. You'll wonder why your days pass without progress. But when you set goals, you create momentum. You create excitement. You create a future worth waking up for. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. So take control today. Set your goals. Write them down. Visualize them. Own them. This is your roadmap. Your plan for transformation. Remember, every great success story starts with a clear goal. Let me tell you something about time. Something many overlook. Time is the one resource you cannot buy more of. It's the one asset that's equal for everyone. Rich or poor, young or old, successful or struggling. Each of us gets the same 24 hours every single day. What you do with those hours shapes your entire life. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. If you want to transform your life in 30 days, you have to master your time. You have to prioritize what matters most. Because if you don't, your days will be filled with busyness, distractions, and little progress. Many people mistake busyness for productivity. They fill their days with tasks and errands, meetings and calls, and at the end of the day wonder why nothing meaningful got done. It's not how much time you spend, but how much life you put into your time. Busyness can be a trap-away to avoid the important work, to avoid making tough decisions, to avoid focusing on your goals. But remember this, not all activity is achievement. The secret is simple, but not easy. You must learn to prioritize. You must identify what matters most and dedicate your best time and energy to those things. Success is doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. Mastering time means saying no to good things, so you can say yes to the best things. It means cutting out distractions. It means guarding your time like the precious gift it is. Here's a practical approach to mastering your time. 1. Identify your most important tasks. Every day, Choose 2 or 3 tasks that will move you closest to your goals. These are your most important tasks. They deserve your focus and energy. 2. Schedule your most important tasks when you're most productive. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Block your peak hours for your most important work. Protect that time fiercely. 3. Use time blocks. Set specific periods for different activities. For example, 9 to 11 a.m. for focused work, 1 to 2 p.m. for meetings, etc. This keeps you organized and efficient. 4. Limit distractions. Turn off notifications. Set boundaries with people when you're working. Create an environment that supports focus. 5. Learn to say number. Not every opportunity or request deserves your yes. Protect your time by declining what doesn't align with your goals. Every successful person I know plans their day the night before or first thing in the morning. Plan your work and work your plan. When you have a clear plan, you don't waste time wondering what to do next. You don't get sidetracked by less important tasks. You move with purpose. Take 10 minutes each day to write down your top priorities. Review your goals. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I can do today that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? Mastering time isn't just about the clock. It's about managing your energy, your focus, and your mindset. If you try to do your most important work when you're tired or distracted, it won't be effective. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Eat well. Sleep well. Take breaks. Stay physically active. Your energy fuels your productivity. Protect it. We live in a world full of urgent distractions. Emails, messages, notifications. They scream for your attention, but many are not important. Don't confuse activity with achievement. Learn to recognize the difference between urgent and important. Focus on what brings long-term progress, not just what demands immediate attention. When you master your time, you master your life. You take control of your results. You free yourself from chaos and overwhelm. You build habits that support your success. You create space to think, to grow, to reflect. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Discipline includes how you manage your time. For the next 30 days, I challenge you to plan your day before it starts. Identify your most important tasks. Protect your peak productivity hours. Limit distractions and say no to time wasters. Review your progress every evening. This simple daily practice will shift your results more than you expect. Time waits for no one. It's moving, passing, slipping through your fingers. The question is, will you control your time, or will your time control you? Time is the one thing we all have, the same if use it wisely. Master your time. Prioritize what matters. And watch how your life transforms. Let me ask you something simple. What's the value of a great idea if you never act on it? You can have the perfect mindset. You can have powerful goals. You can even have a well-structured plan and a schedule down to the minute. But if you don't act, nothing changes. Ideas can be life-changing, but only if you act on them. See, it's not the knowing that creates success. It's the doing. It's the consistent action, the daily, sometimes boring, often uncelebrated effort that builds greatness. That's what we're talking about today. Action. Not once. Not twice. Consistently. Most people think transformation happens in a moment. But here's the truth. Transformation doesn't happen in a day. It happens every day. Every time you wake up and follow through on your plan, you're transforming. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you're transforming. Every time you keep your word to yourself, you're becoming more. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Discipline is the key. Consistency is the lock. Together, they open the door to everything you want. You know why most people don't follow through? It's not because they're not smart. It's not because they don't want to change. It's because they're waiting to feel motivated, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for confidence. But listen carefully. You don't have to feel good to get going, but you have to get going to feel good. Don't wait to feel ready. Start, because action builds momentum. And momentum builds belief. Now let's talk about something powerful. The compound effect. Doing the right thing once might not feel like much, but doing the right thing every single day, that's how lives are transformed. Wake up early just today. Read 10 pages just today. Eat a clean meal just today. Save $5 just today. Say no to distraction just today. It might feel small, but small becomes big over time. Just like skipping those actions leads to erosion, showing up daily leads to expansion. You're either building or decaying. There is no neutral. Success is a few simple disciplines repeated every day. Failure is a few errors in judgment repeated every day. Let me give you 2 simple things to help you act consistently. 1. Create a system, not just goals. Goals give direction, but systems create results. A goal might say, I want to lose 10 pounds. But a system says, I exercise at 7 a.m. every day for 30 minutes. A goal might say, I want to earn more. But a system says, I reach out to 5 new leads every morning before noon. Systems make it easier to act without overthinking. They remove emotion from the equation. You don't have to feel like it. You just do it because it's part of who you are now. 2. Track and reward your progress. Use a notebook, a habit tracker, a whiteboard, whatever it takes to see your progress build. And when you hit a milestone, celebrate it. Pat yourself on the back. Smile. You're doing what most never do, you're following through. This is the most powerful part. Every action you take is a vote for the person you're becoming. You're not just changing your habits. You're changing your identity. You're becoming someone who shows up, someone who keeps promises, someone who is trustworthy to others, yes, but more importantly to yourself. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. And change comes from action. So for these next 30 days, here's what I want you to do. Commit to 1 daily discipline. Just 1. But do it daily. No excuses. Track your streak. Don't break it. Let the momentum build. Act even when it's inconvenient. Especially then. That's when growth happens. Remind yourself, action over perfection. Don't wait to be great. Act until you get there. Motivation gets you started. Habit keeps you going. Listen, the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not made of dreams. It's not made of intentions. It's made of actions. Tiny steps, repeated daily, with discipline, with faith, with fire. The power to change your life is already in your hands. You just have to use it. Today. Next, we'll cover review, adjust, and celebrate the power of reflection, because tracking your progress and celebrating your wins is just as important as taking the first step. Are you ready to finish strong? Let's go. Let me share something I've learned after many years of working with people from all walks of life. Most people don't fail from a lack of effort. They fail from a lack of reflection. They work hard. They stay busy, but they never pause to ask, is what I'm doing working? Don't just learn. Learn to reflect. Reflection turns experience into insight. And that's the difference. Because experience isn't the best teacher. Evaluated experience is. What happens when you don't reflect? When you don't take time to review your progress, you repeat the same mistakes. You miss the small wins. You miss the signals that tell you it's time to pivot. And eventually, you burn out. You wonder why the change you want still feels so far away. But when you reflect, you gain clarity. You gain wisdom. You gain control. Here's what I want you to know. Reflection is how you close the loop on progress. It's how you check the map while you're on the journey. Are you still headed in the right direction? Are your actions aligned with your goals? Are your habits building momentum or draining it? Reflection helps you answer these questions with honesty and insight. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. But how do you know which disciplines are working? You review. Let's break this into 3 simple words. Review, adjust, celebrate. 1. Review. At the end of each day or at least once a week, take 10 to 15 minutes to review. Ask yourself, What did I do well today? Where did I fall short? What did I learn? What should I do differently tomorrow? Don't judge yourself harshly, just observe. Be honest, but kind. This is not about perfection. It's about progress. Days are expensive. When you spend a day, you have one less day to spend. So make sure you spend each one wisely. Review your days so you don't lose them. 2, adjust. This is where the real power lies. When something isn't working, change it. Don't cling to bad habits out of pride or fear. If your routine needs tweaking, adjust it. If your strategy isn't getting results, revise it. If you've been drifting, refocus. A successful life is built on small, frequent corrections, like a plane constantly adjusting its course to reach its destination. You too must course correct over and over again. That's not failure. That's how excellence is built. 3, celebrate. And this one, don't skip it. Celebrate the small wins. The days you stayed consistent. The moment you said no to an old temptation. The extra mile you walked. The tough decision you finally made. Too many people wait until the finish line to feel proud. But success isn't just the destination, it's the journey. Every step forward deserves recognition. Learn to celebrate your progress. Life responds to appreciation. When you celebrate small victories, you fuel your motivation. You remind yourself, this is working. I'm growing. I'm becoming more. As you near the end of this 30-day transformation plan, I encourage you to adopt this daily reflection habit. Every evening, ask yourself, what did I do today that moved me closer to my goal? What challenged me today? And how did I respond? What can I do better tomorrow? What am I grateful for today? Write it down, even just a few lines. That written reflection becomes a powerful record of your growth. Over time, you'll see how far you've come. This 30-day plan is a beginning, not the end. You've learned how to build the right mindset. You've set meaningful goals. You've mastered your time. You've taken consistent action. Now, you anchor it all through reflection. You don't grow just by doing. You grow by doing, and then thinking deeply about what you did. That's the power of reflection. It turns action into wisdom. It turns habits into transformation. Life change doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design, and reflection is part of that design. You now have the tools. You've done the work. You've shown up day after day. But here's the most important thing to remember. You are the author of your story. You are the architect of your future. So keep designing, keep refining, keep becoming. Because the life you dream of, it's already possible. And it begins again tomorrow morning. For things to change, you have to change. And if you keep reflecting, you'll keep improving. And if you keep improving, you'll keep winning. Now we've reached the end of this journey. Or maybe just the beginning. You see, 30 days is not forever, but it's enough. Enough to change your direction. Enough to rebuild your confidence. Enough to prove to yourself that you can. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. In these last 5 parts, we covered the fundamentals. We didn't talk theory. We talked practice. We talked truth. We laid the foundation with your mindset. We set the course with your goals. We gave structure with your time. We fueled momentum with daily, consistent action. And finally, we closed the loop with reflection and review. That's your success system. Not fancy, but powerful. Simple, but not easy. And that's the point. The disciplines that change your life won't be flashy. They won't get applause. They may not even feel exciting, but they work. Don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations are high, where the pressure to perform is strong. So here's my final word to you. Stay with it. Stick to it. Don't let one missed day turn into a missed week. And don't let one weak moment define your journey. You've got the plan now. You've got the roadmap. And most importantly, you've got you. You have what it takes. And if you fall, get back up. If you fail, learn and adjust. But above all, keep moving. Because in 30 days, you'll look back and realize this was the moment that changed everything. You made the decision. You followed through. You became more. Make plans like an adult, but believe in them like a child. Go now. And don't just live life. Design it. Build it. Transform it. Your time is now.